Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean with Knowles Power Equipment. Guys, tonight it's gonna be a little bit more informal than usual, but I've got a project that I needed some help with, so we went to the AVANT. Guys, my wife and I and our 2 dogs, we built a house over the winter. We moved in February, and at the time, because it was winter, they didn't do our final grade on our yard yet. They hadn't planted grass, they hadn't laid the sod down yet. So we moved in. Come this spring, they came in, they laid out the sod, they finished our backyard, planted some seed, and that was that. So here about the end of April, beginning of May, I noticed that my grass wasn't growing, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. So I brought home another AVANT, and figured I would just grab the rotary harrow, kind of break up that top layer a little bit and reseed it. And when I did that, I found cinder blocks, I found wooden stakes, I found rebar, I found literally rocks, boulders, not boulders, but rocks that were, 12, 15 inches wide. All of the construction debris from building my house, they had neatly tucked just below the surface of my yard. And so when they planted the grass, nothing grew. So that was the end of April, beginning of May, and I just haven't had time since then to really fix it. And my yard has become a desolate wasteland. And I'm not too happy about it. So I'm not gonna name the company or the builder. If you ask me in person, I'll tell you who it is, and I'll tell you not to use them. But that's not what this video is for. This video is to show you that these AVANTs are incredible machines. So I got the courier, the Simplicity courier here. We're gonna whack down some of this grass that is growing up. I've got an Echo weed trimmer. We're gonna use that a little bit too. And then I've got this AVANT 635. I got the Harley Rake as well as the leveler. The idea is here that by the end of tonight, I will have a nice graded out, flat, even looking backyard with some topsoil loosened up on the top, that tomorrow hopefully I can plant some new grass, and here before it gets too hot we'll start to get some grass growing. So again, a little bit more informal. I'm wearing my Orioles shirt, not my Knowles shirt, so come along with me. Let's check it out. We use these things, guys. We don't just sell them, we use them. It's fantastic machines. We don't just shine them up, put them in a lot and sell them to you. Guys, we use these things every day. So come along, let's fix this backyard. Guys, here's the deal. I'm about to weed whack in shorts. I know, it's my decision. I'll live, I promise. Don't need you to tell me not to do it. However, there is one safety rule when it comes to working outside that I will never, ever break. And that is simple. While wearing Crocs outside, they should always be in 4-wheel drive. It's just a safety thing. Why would you ever work outside in Crocs without them being in 4-wheel drive? Just doesn't make sense. So hey, we're just real quick. I want to stop real quick, guys. I got the Echo GT 225. It's the curved shaft, just bare bones homeowner weed eater. I actually was curious what that would when I bought it. I actually bought it in Knowles, and the guys asked me, and then the question they'll ask you when you got to buy a weed eater is how much do you have, how much weed whacking do you do? And around my property, that thing is perfectly fine, but for a purpose like that, where I just went in and just hacked a bunch of stuff off, I was curious what it would do. It didn't even flinch. I will say though, I may revise my opinion on weed whacking without wearing pants. But the Crocs didn't fall off because they were in 4-wheel drive. That's all I'm saying. Hey, something else really quick. It's like 90,000 degrees outside today. And this particular 635 does not have AC. So for those of you that are Jeep lovers, you will appreciate this. The doors, they just pop off. Well, the one side does. We do have a window that opens on the other side. But I was not being in this enclosed cab in this sun with his heat. So pop the door off. Now we'll stay nice and cool. Let's get to work. trips with the Harley Rake. We're making some pretty good progress here, guys. Tell you what though, I am one dusty mess. It hasn't rained here like legitimately in a while, so I'm just making all kinds of a dusty mess. But hey, let's check out the progress so far. We're gonna switch over to the leveler, see what we can do about grading this out a little bit better, making it look nice and level, ready to plant some grass. We're gonna get smart now too. Put the door back on. Idiot me, if I would have thought of that a while ago. Wouldn't have the inside of this thing completely coated with a nice layer of dirt. Sorry, Lewis, I'll clean that up.
guys, so is it perfect? No, but it looks a whole lot better than it did when I started. I don't even know that I'm quite ready to say that I'm ready to plant grass yet, but
I mean, you can see there's just rocks everywhere. But we've at least got, so like when they graded this out, this was also like my drainage is actually, the downspouts drain to this section over here. And this was a really low spot. I had actually, when I dumped, I did bring in a little bit of topsoil and I dumped it right here. So getting that little bit of a mound leveled out has been a little bit of a project, but I think we've actually reached a point where from here on out, it's gonna be a handheld rake. Because I think we can clean up around these a little bit. We can kind of level this out a smidgen more. And then I think we'll spray on some grass and see what we can get to come up here this summer. But guys, AVANT 635 with the Harley Rake. The leveler, I'm not gonna lie, didn't have a whole lot of luck with that. I'm not too experienced with it, but yeah, thanks for stopping in. Welcome to my humble abode. Yeah, make sure whenever you build a house that you use, that you know who the people are that you're, so like the company that built our house, they did not build our house. They subcontracted everything out. And the guys that they used were not of the quality that I probably would have picked on my own. So a little bit of FYI for those of you that are looking at building a house, make sure that you know who the contractors are that your builder is using. So you can check out the dust I got all over me. I'm gonna go get cleaned up, enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll see you guys next time we make a video, I guess.